So I've sorted out a load of mushrooms, field mushrooms and parasol mushrooms for me and Stu and Al and Jen. And we've just come up with this plan. What we're going to do instead is, because they're quite gritty, there's a lot of soil on these field mushrooms when I was cleaning them, we're going to chop them up, wash them, we're going to make a fantastic mushroom soup. So here we go, give them a good old stir around in the water. Look at that inky looking, oh, look at that. So a lot of colour, hopefully not a lot of flavour coming out, but a lot of colour coming out. Then we'll get them into the colander to drain a bit. Hopefully we're going to get rid of the majority or all of the grit and soil. So there we go, I've mashed up and torn up parasol mushrooms, field mushrooms, whacked in a knob of butter. We've switched it on high, going to put the lid on and just leave that for a good few hours to get started. I haven't put any water or milk or anything else in yet, nothing else. Literally it's just field mushroom, parasol mushroom and butter for now. Just over 3 hours. It smells amazingly mushroomy in here. Put some light on the subject. Bubbling away, look at that. God, it smells great. All the moisture coming out. Okay, that's beautifully cooked. So I think what we'll do is we'll switch that off, leave that overnight to stew in its own juices, and then in the morning go and whiz it up and add whatever liquid we want into it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's next morning and we left it stew overnight, and it's all nice and soft, so we've switched it on to get it all nice and soft, and then I'll whiz it down with a stick blender, start adding the other ingredients. It's already melting the butter, look at that. So the next stage is to melt down a load of butter, anoint the bottom of the pan, chop up your onions and your garlic. We've only got one usable garlic clove, so I'm going to use some puree. I'm going to fry that off now and then pop that in the soup. Look at that, all sizzling away, browning up. What we want, nicely browning up, nice and gentle. Don't go too crazy on cooking it hot. We don't want to burn the garlic and make that go bitter, do we? That's what I'm talking about. The sort of fried onion colour that you would put on hot dogs, nicely caramelised. Now I'm going to pop that in and whiz it up. There we go, stick blender in, so we've got the field mushroom, parasol mushroom, the onion, the garlic. It's all ready to rock. Let's just switch that on at the wall. We're going to whiz that up. All that moisture is what came out of the mushrooms. I will be adding some more to taste. Five cups of water later. So look at this. Nicely slimmed up. Because of course you end up with like a bit of a sludge of mushroom soup. So we're just going to get that mixing through, nice and thin. Try not to get it all over the wall. And just keep whizzing so it liquidises up a lot more. Salt. Season to taste. Pepper is your friend. Yeah. Spoony man gonna taste it. That's good. Season to taste. I'll have another spoonful, and then if I'm still alive by this evening, we will have it for dinner. It's good. It's tasty, man. Tasty. Right, so it's all done. Clean it up. So time to serve it up. Look at this. Lovely. Now, put a bit of water in, or milk if you want even, because you don't have to use cream, you just use milk. You've already got the butter in. If it's too thick, you can add some more water or milk, like I say, or if it's too thin, you could add yourself some flour and thicken it. This is about the consistency we want.
Smells nice and mushroomy.
Well, it should do. So to finish it off, top it with a bit of chopped up parsley. Look at that. And a few homemade croutons. Look at that. Don't that look brilliant? And you can always dip a bit of bread and butter in there too.
Very tasty.
Ha ha. That was very good.
Really nice.